So here's part 4, guys. So I'm doing everything, nothing's working, nothing. So I'm with this man and we go and we visit my kids and all this and all that. So she moves out of state, doesn't tell me anything. So during this time, me and my youngest 3 kids' dad are having issues. He starts using hugs, and it's a battle where I'm constantly asking him to stop, like we have the kids, I don't want them growing up seeing that crap. They've already seen enough, and so we end up agreeing to go our separate ways. We end up going our separate ways. I get with the female. Yes, I get with the female. We end up getting married, and she steps in and helps me raise my 3 younger kids. Mind you, my aunt still has my 4 older kids out of state. So my aunt reaches out to me and tells me that she's going to send my daughter and one of my sons to visit me for 2 weeks out of the summer. I said, okay, that's fine, which was going to be like a couple days or a week after that conversation. So she sends them with my dad to come see me. He drops them off with me. There was jealousy between my 3 youngest kids and my 2 other kids, a little bit. Then they end up getting close and, bonding or whatever. So 2 weeks turn into 3 weeks. She calls me and says, I'm going to leave them with you an extra week. And I said, okay, I don't mind. They're my kids. The longer they're with me, the better, right? So my wife treats them the same as she treats my 3 younger kids. My younger kids she raised as hers. They called her dad. She potty trained my youngest son. He's now 24. She potty trained him, and her mom became their grandma, their nana. That was their nana. Till this day, that's their nana. And she's now passed away. My ex-wife has now passed away. She passed away in 2016. She started using hugs, and she was diabetic on dialysis, and she ends up passing away. So my dad picks up my 2 kids and takes them back to where they were living out of state. And like 2 weeks later, my dad calls me and says, I'm taking all 4 of the kids to you. And I was like, what? I was confused because by this time they already started back to school. So I was like, what? What do you mean you're going to bring them to me? Don't they have school? My aunt passed away. My aunt passed away. So he brought me my kids. There was a lot of BS fed to them. My oldest son, there's a lot of resentment between me and my 4 older kids. Okay, so much stuff was fed into their head that was false. Remember I said my aunt told me that if I cared about them that I would up and leave my 3 younger ones with their dad, sign custody to him, and take off out of state to be with my other kids. And I said no. So my aunt told my older kids that I didn't give a F about them, and that I said I didn't want nothing to do with them, which was false. So till this day, there's a lot of resentment, a lot of hate, a lot of anger. They don't live far from me, but they do not talk to me at all. My daughter talks to me when she wants to. She'll call me, and if she don't, she don't. There's a lot of resentment, a lot of anger. Do I blame them? No, I don't. Because the shit that was fed to them. So I don't blame them for having the anger, the resentment, the hurt, all of that in them. Their dad recently Mind you, my oldest son is 33 years old. They haven't seen their dad, talked to their dad, nothing. But one time when I located him when they were like 9 years old, and he was remarried, and he told them straight out like he can't have a relationship with them because his wife won't accept it. So recently, their dad, boom, pops up into the picture. Now, the dad is everything to them. I'm a piece of crap. I'm this, I'm that. Well, your mom was a gangbanger. Your mom didn't do this. Your mom did that. Your mom, okay. Like I said, I wasn't perfect. I was a very young mom. 14 years old. Had my son at 15. Gang raped at 15. Had my daughter at 16. Had 4 kids by the age of 18 years old. 4 kids by the age of 18. 7 kids by the age of 22 years old. Is that anybody's fault? No. I did that. So I've made a lot of bad choices in my life. I wasn't dealt the most luxurious hand of cards, I guess you could say. But I went with the punches, you know. Like I said, my older kids don't live far from me. They don't have a relationship whatsoever with my younger kids. Once again, because the jealousy there. They all have a relationship with my ex-mother-in-law, which is my ex-wife's mom and her family. But they don't talk. The siblings, my kids do not talk. My 3 younger kids do not talk to my older kids. My older kids do not associate with my younger kids at all. Not a hello, not a goodbye. They don't care at all for each other whatsoever. We could walk into a store and see each other and they'll act like we don't exist. Both sets of kids. My 3 younger ones and my 4 older ones. They just, it's sad, but they're all adults now. I can't force them to have a relationship at all with each other. Once again, I'm not saying that I was a saint. I'm not saying that I made good choices in life, because I didn't. I've been in and out of jail. I've given the state over 15 years of my life. I never did hugs. I smoked the green. I was an alcoholic. I was a very bad alcoholic. I guess that's a hug in itself, you know. So tomorrow or the next day, I will continue with part 4 of the story time. Once again, if you guys have questions, please subscribe so you guys could ask questions on a live. I'm only going to answer questions to subscribers. Okay? Once again, I do keep it raw. So whatever you ask, please expect the truth from me. All right? Thank you for stopping by, guys. Once again, don't judge me for my actions, because if you do, I don't care. Judge if you want to. It's my life. I'm the one that lives with all this every day, not you.